Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty!
Hey YouTube, how are ya? Hope everybody's doing well today. Forgive me if I seem out of it because I am a little bit. This the stream may I popped it out. Let me see there. There we go. It's Jarvis running. Let me connect Jarvis real quick. Yeah, I almost didn't make it tonight, but I don't know how long I will be on tonight, but we should be fine. Jarvis should be going now. Let me try it once again. There he is. But it's not. I need to. Yep, already YouTube already did it. I'm hanging in there, man, like a hair in a biscuit. Just, man, I had a particularly rough kidney stone. Hey, I think there we go. Let's see if is it only showing stuff? There we go. All right. Well, 50 years, and I've had chronic kidney stones for 27, almost 28 years. So you're a blessed man, brother. Blessed man. Yeah, I think it's populating now. Here we go. Why is it showing everybody as my avatar, though? Let's see. If I can fix that. There we go. I think that has. There we go. 50 years never passed a stone. Well, welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream tonight. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Like the like the thumbnail says, I've been probably the last 48 hours just in pain, in and out. So if several of you have contacted me, emailed me, cranberry juice is the thing. Cranberry concentrate. I need to get back to taking more of it. I used to take the concentrate tablets. It was like equivalent to one tablet was like 2 or 3 gallons. Cranberry juice will do it for you, man. I've had them so long. Beer doesn't. I mean, if you drink a lot of anything, a lot of water, well, not anything, a lot of water, a lot of things like that, they'll pass out while they'll pass while they're small. So, yeah. So yeah, I want to thank everybody tonight. Yeah, I keep them. I pass about 4 or 5 a month. three, I guess, about average about 4 a month at least. It seems like here about the last year it's picked up some, but I've been a whole lot busier and eating on the go a lot more. That doesn't do really good. So, yeah, it is a lot. It's yeah, it's I guess it's my cross to bear, as people would say, but sometimes it's not so bad. Other times it just, yeah, cranberry concentrate. You can get it. I think Walmart even sells it. Yep, it really helps. I wouldn't wish kidney stones on my enemy, because that's like some. I mean, I've had them that hurt like a toothache or a broken bone, and then other ones where you just want to die. But uh, we'll try to talk about something else besides that. Probably would be a good idea. Um, I got a new. That's yeah. That's because I didn't add that. I got a new microphone. Yeah, you can now. You can now. Let me copy this. I didn't. I've got a new microphone. I tried LSD. Hey, Elon Husk. Welcome to the channel. No, I have not tried LSD. Uh, I hear that it'll make you forget all about it, though. Maybe. Uh, yeah, I didn't. I got a new microphone, um, and I did not add it to the bench. It's gonna go mute for just a second. Okay, now you can hear me on both of them, right? Can you hear me now? Hear me now? Is that good? I was gonna say maybe acid would zap them. Use the lasers. Man, I've had them busted up. I've had over a dozen. Literally, I've had I've had over a dozen lithotripsies. Probably the first. Thank you. Yeah, probably the first six was ultrasound, where it lower you in a tub of water, and the last six, seven, how many it's been, they go in, they put you to sleep, and they go in the out with a laser and a little grabber, and they start popping it up, busting it up with a laser, and they suck the pieces out as much as they can. Uh, that seems to work better, but well, it is. Well, you're asleep, so it's uh, the nightmare is what's called renal colic. It's when your kidney, the ureter, your ureter, yeah, from your kidney to your bladder starts spasming, because your kidney doesn't have any it doesn't have any pain receptors in it. From oh my, yeah, oh yes it is. But the worst pain for a kidney stone is when it's what's called renal colic. It feels like somebody sticks a knife in your back or a hot poker and twists it or jabs it from around to the side. So hang on. And yeah, that can be the worst part. But yeah, sometimes they send you home with a nice 13, 14-inch stent that you got to pull out yourself. That's no fun at all. Had several of those, so I was taking it easy today because man, I'm just weary of leery of hospitals in general. Yeah, if it stabs like in the side and then it goes down towards your bladder, and it just feels like somebody got a knife in there and just keeps doing it, um, and you want to die, Yeah, you probably got a kidney stone. Yep. Yeah. Uh, well, I think I was like 16 when I passed my first kidney stone, and I didn't realize it. I actually worked for Fred's. It's kind of like a Dollar General Market. Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy. How are you, brother? Uh, yeah, I was like 16. I worked at Fred's, and uh, I just all of a sudden, that's an you do know Fred. Did you grow up with Fred? And oh, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I was. If if you ever all of a sudden you don't have to pee, and then it feels like in seconds, like you got to pee now, and you've been holding it for hours and hours. Yeah, it might be a kidney stone. My urologist says the average American passes about 2 to 3 kidney stones a month, and they don't know it because it's for them it's about the size of a grain of sand. So, yeah, but let's get on. We can continue to talk about kidney stones if you guys want to. Welcome. Kidney stones. Yeah. Uh, calcium phosphate or oxalate. One, I don't know. Calcium something. My body produces too much calcium, and has for years. But yeah, I was going to switch over here and show off my. I told you guys that I think the last stream I was on, I told you guys that I'd gotten a new camera, but they didn't send me the right lens for my bench. Well, they sent a correct lens, and I know some people this might aggravate some people. Lemon juice does good. Citric acid is something that's really good, and can we loosen that a little bit? There we go. So yeah, I mean I know it moves around or whatever, but uh, now, I mean I like it where I can this is all manual focus, so but yeah, if I'm wanting to show something, I don't have to worry about doing the stupid in my hand thing. Can you see it? Can you? I don't want to mess with that. So this is a UWL HDzero build. Let me back up a little bit on it. There. That I had, and a friend of mine at the races needed the eco camera off of it, so I let him have it, and they unsoldered it in the middle of the race. My I need to redo my LEDs because I'm most likely going to replace that with a. Let's how to get it above light. The HDzero Lux camera. I haven't even opened it. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll open it here. I've never, I've not looked at this one yet. It come in the mail, I guess, yesterday or something, and I was in no condition to be messing with it. So let's take a peek at it. There it is. Let me zoom out. Oh, we got more of the bench, and you guys can see. All right. I'll compare it and the Eco. Let's see. Here's the Eco. Lux. Did everybody make it through Election day, all right. Nobody got disowned from your family or nothing like that, right? No, though. He. Oh, you go, you, you go hurt. You go kill me tonight, Mac. Skydozer. uh, oh, hell. You, you. I know you're, Mike. I know you're, Sky. I'm sorry about that, Skydozer. I know you're like me. You're old enough to remember back in the day when you didn't have to agree with people to be friends with them or to have Thanksgiving with them or whatever. Oh, wait, no, not that one. Yeah. Here, this one is the Eco, and this one is the Lux. I thought the bezel would end up being bigger on the Lux, the plastic piece here. I mean, it's not a lot to see. I mean, it's this part. Hang on, let me get a pointer. I'll lay them out where you can see them. It's this part right. Come on. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to have those problems, didn't I? There we go. It's this part right here where you're getting your weight. You don't have it on the Eco camera, but you do on the Lux. I've not looked through the Lux, but a lot of people said that the Lux is more like the V3, which I do have, and I really like the V3. Yes, I believe it does. I believe it. That's what I was told. I've not compared it. I have the Nano V3 right here. Let me look. Let me just, instead of holding this stuff, let me put it all right here at the 533, and let's go down a little bit and pull some light down here. Get rid of that. Slide it up. All right, let me open up the V3, because I got a V3 also. Oh, that's another Lux. Here's it. Yeah, I've not looked it up. I believe that is correct. That's my understanding, at least, is that it is the same lens in both of them. But I don't think it's the same sensor. Okay. Took me a minute to get that one open. All right. And here is the V3. My big old fingers. We can weigh them. They're all. Let me get the. Look at this. The most expensive camera for the light that you can get, and it's got this little junky lens. Let me see. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it is. Look at that dust inside that brand new Lux camera. All right. We'll we'll take the lens caps off of them. So when we weigh them, we'll get a more accurate. Oh. Yeah, but see, I fly little tiny quads, and you can't have big honking lenses on little tiny quads. So yeah, that's got that in, I think, one of my last orders. Here's the Eco. Oh, y'all can't see the, well, crap. Go. 2.0 grams of Z's for the Eco. The Lux is 2.2, and the V3 with no the next race is Saturday in E-Town. 2.1 without a cable. But you'll have a MIPI cable on this. So these have the cables built in. So let me see where the MIPI's at. Oh, it don't come with a MIPI. You have to buy your MIPI separately. I'm not going to go through all my stuff. So I'd probably say it was probably going to add about 0.5, so maybe about 2.7 on that. So yeah. Phil, it is this weekend, E-Town. Yep, Elizabethtown, Kentucky. It's actually Bluegrass that's putting it on. Starts at 3 o'clock. I've had a couple people say that they wanted to ride with me. No confirmations. I will be going. Well, I plan to go. If I don't get feeling a whole lot better than what I am right now, I will not go. But Eco. But yeah, people, if I go, and I'll know tomorrow if I'm not feeling quite a bit better. Tomorrow, I'm not even going to try to attempt to go, but generally, it'll calm down after it stops. The worst hurting, it calms down. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be going. I don't know, but I don't know for sure. And I'll have room for 3 to ride with me. I've had a couple people say that they want to go, but nobody confirm for sure. Oh yeah. How was Champs? Oh, come on, Marty. Was Champs? How was it? I know it would have been better if I would have been there, but I'm going to get these confused here if I'm not careful. Give me a second to get these put away. I don't think I'm going to put anything. I don't know if I get feeling frisky tonight. Tonight I may solder up a Lux camera on that. Man. Hang on, guys. Dropping things. All right. Where was that? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wipe the sweat out of my face. Yeah. I don't know from personal experience yet, but yes, from my experience with the V3 and what I've heard from other people, the Lux uh, is considerably nice. Nice. Yeah, I heard you with your pickle stuff. Uh, and still ignoring it. Um, well, Marty. There it is. Put my scale up, and and I'll get to reading the early people here in just a second. Everything's gonna go slower tonight. That goes at all. So, all right. Let's see. Let's scroll back up at the top. There were some people on. First was Oops FPV and McFly's and Smirk Station. Look up here. This will be easier for me to read. Smirk Station, Skydozer, Mary Outland, Nicholas Lewis. Elon Husk. Hey, I guess that's Alien Husk. Oops. And Smirk Station, Skydozer. I think. Yeah, Fun Pervot. And first name, last name. Get here early and the PhatPastor will read your name. A Philiblaster. Audrey Whitson. Got several members logging in early tonight. Oops FPV, Skydozer, McFly's, and Audrey Whitson, and Mary Outland. Thank you. Big shout out to all of you guys. Thank you. The channel just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it without the help and support. So, yeah, I'm hanging in there, Audrey. Hanging in there. I had a really rough evening last night and morning today. So does the Lux look much better than the Rays? I think it does. I think I already answered that. If I get to feeling it, I will try to put. Thank you. Try to put one on the this red. I want also with this one. I think I'm gonna pull this off and cut the cob LED out of the front of it because it just picks up in the lens and all of that. So I got more work to do on this one than I want to do tonight. Thank you, brother. You need to get all done with all 19 of your back surgeries and get back in the race scene again. I plan on, I don't know how I'm going to do it or what, but I also plan on doing a review of the HDzero. Spin it around. this one. This one's another sticker from 533. I think that's Amondo's daughter made that up or something like that. My plan is to take and compare all of the HDzero micro cameras, the regular one, the V3, the Eco, and the Lux. But that's just a plan. It could take me too much to get that all together. But I'm also planning whenever the kind of holding off on it, because whenever the freestyle comes out, I have a freestyle coming to me. It's been held up. From my understanding, it's Happy Models on Happy Models end. I better look at that little penguin. All right. Few surprises there, you go. All right. Well, yeah, I told you I didn't have much planned. I don't know how long I'll go. I did. If Randy, if you're still watching, I got both of them going. I got this one. This one required a finally got this one going. This is for Randy's grandson. This is a 65. This one ended up having to put a new AIO in it because the oh come on, what's it called? The gyro was bad in it, but I've got both of them flying, so we'll have somebody new that we can be adding to the races and all that, and got the new family at church. Their teenage boys are interested in learning, so yeah, it's kind of Mr. No, I'm not passing it, Mr. Blaze Beans. Passing it's easier than, well, it depends on what you call the process of passing it. I have chronic kidney stones, and I have for 28 years. My wife was pregnant with my first daughter, and she's 27. The first one that I went to the hospital for. Yeah. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it hurts just like a toothache. It's a dull pain, and sometimes yeah. I've had them that, I am a pastor in real life, and so I've had them at times when I literally pray, take this pain from me, or let me die, because I've broken bones. Been hurt in many different ways, but the strongest of the kidney stones, I've not felt any pain that compares to it. But right now, where I was at is I was having a renal colic in my side of my back yesterday, and yeah, so yeah, it can, and some people have. I have what's called jack stones. So if you think of a jack, like where you throw the little ball down and you scoop them up, that's or like what we call in the South a cuckleberry, them little round things that stick to your socks and stuff when you go out in the woods. It's spiky, so yep, yep, looks like the COVID. Yeah, but those are called jackstones. Some people have river stones, which are smooth like river stones, smooth like a bean, and they're able to pass them without cutting themselves up too much. And so, yeah, I've had I've had I guess 3 or 4 different people at church that's had them. Women, I know my sister had one, and she said it hurt worse than all 3 of her kids. And we had a young lady that used to attend, and she had one and passed out 3 times going to the hospital, and said it was worse than both of her children, and she had them natural. So the pain can be, it can be mild, well, not mild, relatively mild, and then it can be where you think you're going to die. Sometimes I pass most of them. I try to drink a lot. Yeah, that's what some people say. I've never gave birth to anything other than probably, literally, I would say probably close to 1,000 stones. Probably pretty close to that in 28 years. Well, Audrey may know. If she's had a kidney stone, she's a mother. So, no, they don't all have to be surgically removed. The key thing is to drink a lot. Yeah, you just drink a lot, and you'll keep your kidneys more flushed out. And for whatever reason, it's more people in the South. Water is water is the best thing. I've had people. You can, beer does not help pass a kidney stone because alcohol dehydrates you. So you don't want to do that. I have people in my family that I'm not going to name names because I love them and all. Yeah, I can. I've had every urologist that I've ever went to that told me that the old wives' tale: if you have a kidney stone, drink a bunch of beer. Well, I mean, you might drink enough that you. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've had a lot of people tell me seriously, well, you need to go home and you just need to get you a 6-pack and just down it. And I'm like, no, no, I don't. And um, water, cranberry juice is very good. And why cranberry juice helps, doesn't make the stone smaller. It doesn't keep. Yeah, it doesn't keep you on the cranberry concentrate or cranberry juice. It doesn't keep you from forming the stone. What cranberry juice does is, yeah, what cranberry juice does is it keeps you from getting. It keeps E. coli, which is very common, from sticking to the walls of your ureter. And if you're having a stone and it cuts your ureter, and you'll know if that happens because yeah, it'll look like tea. If you go and you look like you're peeing tea, then the blood's probably coming from your kidney or your ureter mixing with urine. If you pee and it looks bright red like Kool-Aid, then that's most likely in your bladder or thank you. That's definitely where I was earlier, taking a narcotic medicine and then vinegarin to keep from puking. So, but yeah. So back to what I was saying, cranberry does not stop you from. Yeah, well, it doesn't stop you from creating the stone. It just keeps E. coli from sticking, and it keeps you help. My understanding, it keeps you from getting a UTI when having one. It's less likely. Yep, drugs. That's really, if it's a bad if it's a bad kidney stone, of course, Phil's an RN, he can tell you it's you're not going to man through it. I don't care who you are. If it's bad, all you can do is get some kind of painkiller, some kind of narcotic. I don't think cannabis is going to do it for you on that if you have a bad stone. Yeah, if you got pain in your left or your right side radiating down towards your bladder, and you feel like you want to die, just go to the ER and tell them that, and they will throw an IV in you and either give you some morphine or Dilaudid or something like that, and that stops. Well, it blocks the pain. You won't feel it. So, yep. My first experience with a kidney stone was seeing my father when I was about 12 on his knees on the floor crying. Yep. Dilaudid, at the times that I've gone that nothing else works, because I'm allergic to morphine, so I can't take morphine. I'll tell them that, and they'll start an IV, get it dripping fast, and give me a shot of Dilaudid, and they could probably chop my head off, and I wouldn't. It's basically heroin. So I've never taken heroin, but that's basically what it's like. Yeah. And then the stage I'm in today, I mean, the worst pain has let up from it. I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you. Now all the muscles in my back, from like my tailbone all the way up to my neck, are very, very sore, and it feels like I've been beat with a wiffle ball bat. So I don't sleep much, but I actually slept the majority of the day today. I handed my wife my phone and said, take my calls. Oh, I am getting better. Fun Provoked says he's waiting for Source 1 5-inch 6mm arms. Oh yeah. Of course, knowing you, or well, I don't know you that well, but from what I know, you're probably gonna deck her out with LEDs. So I don't know. I don't know if I should try my. See my hands. Let me switch to the bench. Let me see. I don't think I need to try to. I don't think I need to try to fly like a pig. Hey, that's you mean Team PhatWhoop? Is that what we're talking about? Team PhatWhoop. Race HDzero. Also, Phil, you have any weekends off between now and Christmas? Because if you do, I'd like to try to plan a UWL TinyWhoop race back at the gym again. A 9-inch whoop. Well, I'm excited for you too. So, hey guys, don't forget to smash that like button for me if you will. And if you haven't subscribed, I've seen some new faces on here in the past couple of weeks. If you would hit that subscribe button, it helps push the channel out to other people, and You know, I am not the most articulate or the most handsome guy on YouTube, but I am the fattest with a PH, and really like some whoop races and some UWL, and I'm excited about having another UWL race again. Also, if you guys know anybody that's in the market for you're wrong. You're wrong. Audrey Dwayne Whitson. You are just wrong. Yep, I told everybody your middle name. What was I talking about? Squirrel. I can't remember. I can't remember nothing. Still in Jackson. No, let's do it. Rebel. How's it going, Rebel? How's it going, brother? Y'all doing good? Hope everybody's doing good. Y'all think I should try to solder this up with my shaking hands, or I'm kind of thinking no.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Oh. Everything is good in the 607. All right, good, man. Good. I was going to watch. Well, I might. I mean, it's just these 4 wires. Just these 4 wires here on the. Right there. Wait, I probably can focus that a little bit. Oh, yeah, right there they are, tinned up and ready to go. I could probably throw a Lux on there. I just don't know what canopy would fit the Lux. Let me see. Because I don't think the Lux has any screw holes. It's just, that's a Lux that hasn't been opened. So it's going to have to be something that friction fits in there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, see here in the Lux, there's no screwy holes on it. I don't know. Could solder it up. Let you guys see what it looks like. I need to look, see which color's what on here. Hey Rich, how's it going, man? Have you got your I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about 3D printed. I don't really like 3D printed canopies, but that might be what I've got some others, but it's all in my whoop case. I got several canopies, but I imagine the same one that the Eco. I don't know. I don't know if the Eco canopy. What's my favorite whoop? Right now it's the Mobula 6 HDzero race. It's by far my favorite whoop. It's my go-to racer right now, and I don't know. The UWLs are pretty. I mean, they're awful fun. I mean, it's just awful. I don't know. That's a toss-up. Uh, I like 65 and 75 millimeter both. It's a toss-up for me. Which one's my favorite? Oh, yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to move my my stream deck somewhere else where I'm not reaching over the camera now all the time to use it. Maybe just to set it up here or something. So it's a copy of the one that comes on it. Oh, you're talking about the one that comes on the Freestyle, which is injection molded. Yeah, the thing about, now what I can tell you that I have noticed about the Eco, and I don't think the Lux is going to be any different when it comes to it, is, I just need to leave this thing zoomed down, don't I? Is the problem is when you're using TPU mounts on these here, and even with the MIPI cables, if you hit that mount just right and you cause that mount to flex the wrong way, it actually happened to Digital. Reason why this quad down here has an Eco taken off of it is in the middle of a UWL race, he hit the wall and pulled the wires out of the camera. No, he didn't. He broke on the Eco, he broke where the lens, let me move the light here. Maybe things would be better if I just keep the light right above. I don't know. And that gets in the other camera. He broke where the lens screws in, and yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, so am I as light as it can be? Yeah. And I like this. You can even turn the camera off like that. It's actually pretty good. I know some people are like, you should get one that you just use it with a button. I got enough buttons. So yeah, that's why I don't want to put a 3D printed canopy on this with a Lux camera. The Eco's the same way. They're wired up. They're just soldered on, and you can yank the wires off. You're not careful. If you have it, you wreck hard enough, crash hard enough, you could probably pull the pad off of it. And they're, of course, the Eco's only like what, $29 now. It's not a very expensive camera at all. So, but yeah, back to your question. Yeah, HDzero whoops are my favorite. What's been my favorite for a while, my all-around favorite, is the Mobula 7 HDzero, the 2 to 3S. That's what I use when I go gorilla whoop out. If you go back and you look on my videos, and you'll see that like when I dove the old man in the wind I think Oops was there with me on that one. And when I went to Pigeon Forge and flew the big carousel wheel and dove some things. I started off with the Mobula 8, and it was flying good. It really flies good. It's a really good flyer. But I hit a metal bale over a street light, full speed, and just ripped the canopy and the UFL, everything off of the VTX. The MIPI, the camera disconnected. The MIPI cable was bad, but it worked. But oh yeah, that's my Popo UWL. I had it out flying, not last night, but Wednesday night before last, showing the youth. We've got new youth leaders at our church. Big shout out to Maggie and Charles and Gracie and Justice and Tyler, if you guys are watching. Shout out to you. Yeah, in the UWL world, you cannot have enough of these. And they, in my opinion, are the best 1S batteries that you can get right now. And I don't remember. I think that one was my definitely wasn't the Popo one, because if you'd have seen those lights, you'd have took off. I'm joking. I think it was the 533 build. The UWL that 533 made for me. So let's put that back in there so that they can see. Yep. So I mean, I'm good to go. I've just got to get. I got several things that I need to build. I've got a I set this out because I wanted to talk about this too. This is an maybe you can slide this out of the way. You'll be able. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was Mark that I ran into. No, it was Mark that I hit. He had his hand in the gate, and yeah, you were walking right in the flight path. Those are great. I just ordered more of both of them. They're, in my opinion, they're the best 1S. I don't know if you guys can see this very good because of the lighting. I got this from Get FPV, and it was well out of warranty. I actually had it on the Mobula 7 HDzero, and the OSD just quit working. I crashed. I hit something hard long after warranty was up on it, and that was back when you had to, when your OSD, you had to run your OSD off of the VTX. Now, if you've got an old HDzero VTX that the OSD quit on it, you can now hook it up in. I think I did, yeah. I've already used it, but I kept it out as a reminder to talk about it. Now with the new MSP DisplayPort, you don't need the OSD chip that was on here. So I put it in. It may have actually, in fact, been this build here. No, because this is for an Eco. It's not that one. It's definitely another one that has a MIPI on it. But yeah, it works. So if you have a bad OSD chip on your older HDzero boards, don't bother with sending them back. just set it up with MSP DisplayPort like you should be doing right now anyway. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. How's it going, Hobby Howie? So let's see. Yeah, I may go with I might have to go with a 3D print on it and just have to make it dense, very very dense, and so. But UWL, man, if you guys have not experienced it, if find a chapter near you where you're at, get yourself a UWL quad, and go and race it. It's different. It's very very different than 65 millimeter. It's it's just a whole new game. So also, if you guys know anybody that's looking for rotor hazard timer, I've got 2 that I'm going to be selling, or that's up for sale. You can contact me from PhatPastor FPV at gmail.com. Link down in the description, or not a link, but it's down in the description how you can get in touch with me. Now, I only check that about once or twice a week, though. But if you know somebody that's looking for a rotor hazard, I got a 4-node and an 8-node that I am going to be selling. Oh yeah. How you get better is just flying more. That's how you do it. I mean, you're a lot better than you were when you started. I remember you could barely hover, and so just keep flying. That's the best way to get better. I like that. Going to make analog great again. Yeah, hey, analog's not bad. I tell people all the time, fly what you got. And, you know, everybody's always wanting to, wait until they get something better or whatever. But just fly what you got. And exactly like it's stick time. Yep.
It's insane.
Love UWL. Thanks, Pastor Larry, for the. Thank you, Pastor Larry, for the $5 super chat. Well, it's still king for racing, but will it be much longer? That's my question. Because I know the differences in what you can see in the HDzero AIO, especially, if you get the Lux camera in it. It's to me, being able to see better helps you fly faster. So I think we're about to get where, if you remember a couple years ago, yeah, but you're not getting 90 frames per second on an analog. So, I mean, that, yeah, I mean, definitely when that happens, and I think it's just a matter of time on the 90 frames But on analog, you know, I, I I hesitate because I know it's so subjective, but I think it's close. Yeah, you can't. I mean, I fly a bit heavier whoops, but you just put faster motors on them, and then your thrust to weight. See, everything's thrust to weight on it, and your thrust to weight ratio. If and there's no limit in 65 millimeter, you know, that I've seen as far as a kV limit. You put 40,000 or 42,000 kV motors on a 19 gram HDzero AIO, and then you put 32,000s on an analog. Yeah. Well, and see the robust quality. That's something that I'm watching also, because this well, but robustness, but this new AIO. Let me see if I can. I'll pull it out. Right here it is. This new AIO is. I mean, the quality. I don't know. I am beginning to question that now with this, because you look how thick and robust this AIO is with HDzero. It's and I have crashed mine hard into steel and concrete, and it's yep. And but it's still too early to tell about the robustness of it. Uh, I agree. The quality is there. So in my thinking, if the quality's, I mean, how so? I mean, because see, I don't understand that, because I've what on mine, and then it may be that I'm sorry, I was out of the camera, and it may be that I'm not that good of a pilot, but the weight, what makes the difference is your thrust to weight ratio. And if you're flying 19,000 or 22,000, 26,000 kV motors, yes, I can see the difference of 2 to 3 grams making a big difference. But it's like what Oops said up here, because this is something that I've tested myself explicitly. You just put motors on it with more thrust, and it negates the weight. But in my opinion, it helps me, because I like I'm not going to say where I got it, but I got a professionally built 17 gram analog well, you should have picked some up for everybody, but if you didn't, then have a good night, Smirk. Thanks for dropping by, man. Enjoy your dinner. I had gotten a 65 millimeter, 17 something ish grams pro build, and I didn't care for the way it flew. That's what I'm looking for. I didn't care for the way it flew. It was, and Z King can tell you here. Yeah. Yeah. To me, those ultra light, and it's definite. I don't fly nothing like T-Dog or AK. I can tell you. Yeah, yeah, it is. Um, I'm not anywhere near on the league of AK and T-Dog and all them, so I can't attest on that. But the 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 league that I'm in, the the people that I fly with, uh, those ultra light ones, all of us have tried them. No, mine um, mine is 19. Mine's 19 grams. My HDzero whoop. Um, now, thank you, man. Thank you. But we all tried it here in our flying group. We all tried it, and it was just too floaty. It was just too floaty. Yeah, yeah. I guess if you throw a fractal on it, it's going to be heavier. But me personally, I've not been a fan of the fractal frames because I was already flying heavy anyway. So putting that on it was giving it too much. I would rather see clearly, um, especially in UWL, because you can see to get a better line. There's races are won and lost in UWL by cutting the corner this much. Well, we actually the experience that we're having with that is that the HDzero. If you're running four HDzeros, and I've got the RF Explorer, I'm not seeing it bleed over. It's the analog. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe in the equipment. I mean, I know Heads uh, really likes it and speaks of it, and I trust I trust Heads more than most people in this hobby. And but for yeah, yeah, but see, we're HDzero. We're not stepping on each other, and I think it's because what we've experienced is most all of the AIOs out there. Um, the VTXs are just so um, unreliable. I've seen it. We started off a race where somebody was well within, they were in their 25 milliwatt settings and on, let's say, R1, and they fly around and they hit the wall a few times, and then suddenly there's yeah, right. And then when we bring the, yeah, and I've even found them with, seen it happen some, and I don't know if that was pilot error. It could have been on those because there was two different pilots that both of them were um, way beyond novice, not quite pro, but they'd crash and then it would just go to where their VTX was so low that they would either be set on 25 milliwatts and they'd be pumping out 50 or 75 milliwatts, and then they hit something and they're 15 milliwatts, and then, or depending on what channel you put them on, they might be good on R1 but they're bad on R7, and it's just very inconsistent. And even sometimes, uh, and Z King can attest to it, we spend much more time trying to get analog to where it can fly and where they're not, losing their video. Yeah. It was at this last week. I was going to watch last night, but I was just not feeling good at all. I need to have him back on also too, because when we're at the gym, of course, and a venue's different. If you're flying down in a basement or something, as if you're flying in a warehouse or a gymnasium or something. Okay, all right, yeah. But, yeah, the TBS Nano is definitely the best way to go. Where we have the most problems is the AIOs, the Mobula AIO and the Beta. Yeah, and if you start going somewhere that's got a lot of metal in it, analog's done. If, in my opinion, you get way too much multipathing and interference, and it's difficult. Um, where if somebody's got their HDzero and it's running right, I can ask them, hey, switch to this channel, and they do, and it's not been a problem for us. You have a good night, Howie. I'll drink a 6-pack of water. That's what I'm. Matter of fact, I need to go grab one right now. Water. Y'all have a good night, Howie. I'm going to step away from the microphone for just a second. And I'm back in all of my ugliness. So, yeah, I wish I lived closer to Matt. I'd like to meet up with him. Have you tried your offset, Rebel? You can go into your OSD settings and you can turn your VTX offset. You can turn it down. Tennessee. I know he's up near what? New Jersey? Where y'all from? He's told me. I just forgot. I'm just north of Nashville, up on the Kentucky line in Tennessee. That's weird. This water was blue, and all of a sudden it just turned red. That's one state, not one. That's one of the states I've never been to New Jersey. Need to get up there sometime. That's a long drive, though. Yeah, I don't guess y'all got what I meant with my water just turned red. Yeah. So New York, not New Jersey. Okay. Did you say the southern border? Okay. Yeah, I know. I'd like to get up there sometime. And Matt's a great guy. I'd like to get with him and fly. He's taught me quite a bit. But guys, I'm not going to belabor tonight's stream. I know there's a lot. If you haven't hit that like button, do that for me if you will, and think about subscribing, and you can smash that if you want to. YouTube needs a beating. I've thought about that. I've really thought about that. That would, for that that would almost be worth a drive for me. I'm surprised you didn't pick up on my comment, Skydozer, that when I got this water, it was all light blue, and all of a sudden it just turned red. Like a big red wave or something. I can't help it. I'm a crap stirrer, y'all. You have to just look over me. All right, guys. Hour and 20 minutes. Not very long, but I think I'm winding down anyway. I'm not going to do the oh yeah. When is it, Rabble? Has it been set for next year yet? See, I'm wanting to get together with some guys. I'm trying to talk. Well, I was talking until I got jacked up. Talking to some people from 533 about having a Southeast Whoop conference or champ. It's there in like Gatlinburg or something, and have it like a weekend and all of that. So we're in the talks down here about doing something in the South also. So all right, man. I guess I need to start planning, but I've just been so busy, man. Usually by this time, usually after, you know, October things start slowing down for me, and it just, well, it usually starts slowing down after July, after the 4th. It'll slow down a little bit, and then it slows down even more after October, but that's not been the case this year for me, and I hope it does. I really need it to. Rabble, I appreciate it, brother. All of the help and the stuff that you guys are doing up there. It's awesome. So I'm trying to sit in here and think if there is a way that I can keep talking for 6 minutes to get it an hour and a half. I will show you guys something. Be careful if you've got the Boxer. I was charging my Boxer with this battery in it, and one of the cells, it charged one of the cells to 4.5 and the other one to like 3.9 or something like that. And I've tried to balance it. The battery's puffed up a little bit, but it's really, really hard. So I don't know. Watch your USB charging on the Boxer. I know that they've had some issues with that. I should probably call mine in or whatever, or send mine in to get worked on. But yeah, this being in the radio with one of the cells at like 4.55 it's pretty dangerous. And you know, don't want to set your house or your Whoop, or your radio on fire. I don't know if you guys can see it, but see, it's puffed a little here. But man, it's hard as a rock. It's not like regular puffiness. So I don't know. I've got it. Yeah. Yeah, this one, I don't know if it's bad or not. It's discharged, and then it's actually just sitting over here because I had it in the ammo can sitting up here, and I take it off when I when I come to do the live stream. But yeah, I know I put this one in a 50 caliber lipo. Think about, I don't know. I was going to say it might make a good goggle battery, but do you want that upside your head if it catches on fire? 5,000 milliamp? I don't know. I think it'd probably have a big flame to it. So, all now only 3 minutes. So, let me see if there's anything on Discord I should pay attention to. Bits got a new video. Bye bye hair. You need a goggle battery, Audrey, is that what you're saying? You'd be willing to give up your hair for a goggle battery? I don't think that will work on your goggles. I don't know. I'm going to look at it. I balance charged it back, and it held balance charge for a little while, and then I discharged it on my discharger. There you go. I'm glad I'm looking away, because that would be all in my face right now. So hi. Discharged it with my discharger here, and it did fine. It came back up, so I don't know. Usually it's a throwaway for me if it's in question. If I question it, if it's over 1S, usually just don't risk it. Yeah, because I don't remember where I was at. It was early in my flying with others, and somebody had a QX7. Might have been when we all met up in Mayfield. I don't know, but we were flying, and somebody was flying one of those old white QX7s, and as he's flying, his radio starts, you can hear it popping and cracking, and like he was squeezing it real hard, and he turned it over, and it was his battery bay. The lipo in it was swelling, and he yanked it out and threw it over, and it never caught on fire and flamed, but it smoked real bad, and it just went bad inside the radio. So yeah, gotta watch the lipos, guys. So all right, I made it to an hour and a half. I have fought the fight. I have finished the race on this one. I am going to wrap it up tonight. It's been great talking. Absolutely, Rabble. Yeah. Only thing worse is he throwing it in a bag in his house, and it do that overnight and catch his house on fire. But yes, you too, man. Y'all take care, and remember, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, keep flying and rise up and meet me in the air. Y'all have a good one. God bless.